Okay guys, I'm gonna try to film this really quick while I still have a little daylight to work with. It just gets so dark so soon in the winter. I should have done this a couple hours earlier. The sun was much nicer in here, but I wanted to go ahead and do LadyT's BJD Home Tag. It's basically where your dollies live, and I've made these little clips before, but I have been working on a few things, so I'm just going to briefly show some stuff. But I will say I am very blessed and very lucky to have a space like this where my dollies can live, basically. And I do realize how privileged I am. I mean, I worked really hard to get to the place where I am, but yeah, this is very special. So anyways, I'll get going here. We're wasting sunlight. So this is the dollhouse that my father-in-law made for me this last summer and fall. He worked on it, and it's immense, as you can see. It is over 7 feet tall. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. There's probably half a foot from the top to the ceiling, and it's had some adjustments. We took out a couple of the shelves in order to just go ahead and make 4 large equal rooms, which has been working out a lot better for me. So there's still a lot that hasn't been decorated. The molding hasn't been nailed in yet. It's just kind of stuck in there with sticky tack to kind of see the placement. And I think I'm going to change the papers in some of the rooms. This is probably my favorite room right now. You can see a piece of the molding fell down because it just has this sticky tack on there, poster tack. And I love the attic, and eventually I want to do something really special with the attic up there too, because it's such an interesting architectural space with the slanted ceiling. So it's not the purpose of this dollhouse to house all of my dolls. It just isn't. If I did that, it would just be stuffed corner to corner with dolls and wouldn't be much of an actual like dollhouse diorama. So it's to make dioramas and living spaces, and I'm so happy with it. So a part of my collection is in here. I'm not going to go over everybody right now. This was kind of a combination of, hi Lola, and there's Toby. This was a kind of a combination of that end of the year BJD tag where you show all your collection and show and talk about all the dolls. And I may still do that. Somebody suggested just going over the dolls that came in 2017, and I do really like that idea. It's a little more of a manageable thing for a single video to do, and so I'm not prepared for that though, so that won't be happening. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and show you where they're living. This is one of the dolly tables this is the dolly table that holds, you know, my big guys. So these are 65 centimeters and up, typically. These are my bigger SD dolls for the most part. And up above here, this is something that I recently worked on, and I got some stands because I really wanted to display my MSDs standing. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, and so I went ahead and got enough stands to do that, and got these guys all arranged. And unfortunately the lighting is just not the best. It's already getting dark in here, and so it gets pretty dark up in this corner, and I tried to shine a light up there, and it just doesn't work the best. But we tried. So there they are. I love seeing them standing up. It's a different way to display them, and I really like that. This was a Christmas present. I made a post on Instagram about it too. Christmas present from my husband, this wood chest, which I just love. I've been working on getting it organized. Well, my camera does not like that light. And getting stuff organized in there, and I'm already really liking it. My messy desk, I did attempt to straighten it. This corner here is just always a messy corner because it's a lot of work happens here, so it's just always different projects and things in progress that get dumped here. But this is where I do a lot of like hand sewing. You know, this is my sewing machine under the cover here, so I do a lot of sewing there. But this is where I like pin fabrics, cut out a lot of fabrics, work on patterns. This is usually my spot where I'm doing that here, and I can watch YouTube videos while I'm doing it. And there's always a bunch of dolls right here next to me, and I will clean them off and put them all away, and then slowly they just start creeping back, and pretty soon I'm crowded to a small corner because I love having my dolls close. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of dolls, so having them all close to me, it gets to be difficult. Yeah, so there's these lovelies have been hanging out on the desk for a few months. Up above here, this is what I call my Delf shelf. So it's CP Delfs and some Feeples. Some of this are CP Delfs that are on Feeple bodies, and most of them are on the old Delf bodies though. So that's this little shelf for that. I think that they could stand there. I think that the shelf is far enough from the ceiling that I could stand them up there. So that's something that I would like to do, is get some SD stands to display them that way, because I think they would look really nice. This is where my Blythes are living right now. I have some stock Blythes and some custom Blythes. They're all over here right now. This is kind of a Dolly Chaos shelf right now, a bunch of heads and resin bits. And just kind of a lot of stuff gets set there. There's some headless bodies and some bodiless heads down here. So that's kind of the place where things are getting put right now. So, okay, I might post this as its own video and make a updates video separate. But thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.